Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Bungle Collects, a rare solo 50p hunt for you today. This is my 50p book, there's only me. I'm going to go through £250 worth of 50 pences to try and find the rare and valuable ones, the ones that you can find in your change, and hopefully the ones that are worth more than the 50p that's stamped on them, and one of the three that I need. I need football, goalball and wrestling. But other than that, I've got every single one. You might have seen a Kew Garden on the first page. You will see a salmon on the last page. Got a few oddities on in there as well. Must have took my territories out and put them into the wider collection. But yeah, there we go. Let's see whether we can do the biz here. I know I've asked this before, and I did get told, but I forgot. It'd be interesting to see how long I've been keeping this book going. So it's in a bag which looks like rolly-over bags from the post office, but they are in fact sealed inside by the looks of it. So let's see how we get on. I'm going to do the heavy lifting myself. Cutting the bag. Right, what date we got? December the 6th, 2024. Let's get amongst it. And thank you very much for joining. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, etc. Oh dear. Although my first effort, if I'm going to do a groove jet and spiller like that with 50 pences, then it's not going to be, I'm not exactly covering myself in glory, am I? But trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it. Normally I do £2 on my own, but I've got an odd bag of 50p's because one bag was completely full of 2020 shields. So because I had an odd number, I thought, right, I'm going to do a solo 50p hunt. Right, there's our first commemorative coins. That is Victoria Cross at the medals. Came out in 2006. It was restruck in 2019. It wasn't struck for circulation though. That one, mintage of that is 12 million. It's only worth 50p. You can occasionally go a little bit more if you maybe sell it as part of a wider little bundle of coins. So I have in the past sold, say, the military coins together. Oh, there's a lovely Paddington at the station. I don't find that all that often, I find. Certainly the rarest Paddington that I find out of the four that's available. That one's got a 5 million mintage, or just over. I think it's 5,001,000. Pretty much face value, really, 50p. You can maybe get £1 for it, or a little bit more if you sell it as part of a set. So you had all four and they're in nice condition, then you might get a tenner maybe for the set if somebody wants just to wants to get all four without having to hunt through the change or do what I do by getting big bags of 50p's out of the post office or out of the bank. So maybe it's worth some people's while to pay a little bit more. Make a nice little present. We'll take pride in that one. That's 2022's Pride coin. Queen's portrait on there. I think that was the last commemorative coin that came out with the Queen's portrait on before she passed away. There's Tom Kitten. I might be wrong though. Someone will correct me in the comments if I'm sure. But if it wasn't that one, it must be pretty close. Nothing else springs to mind that came out after that in 2022. Or just before she passed away in 2022. Was it September 22? I'm sure that came out in the summer. 5 million mintage. Only worth £1. No, sorry, only worth 50p. It's not one that's popular or desirable or scarce. So the value stays at its face value of 50p. I am checking the shield as well as I go along in case I get a year that was not intended for circulation. I've made a right mess of opening that bag. I could have done better there. I only went maybe halfway through and then maybe just over halfway and poured them out. Should have just absolutely alpha northern mailed it and ripped it out like the manly bear that I am. I'll remember that for next time, the next bag. Oh, in fact, these will probably have tears in because of the post office bags. They have. There we go, look. Easy as that. The old pre-tears. I forgot. I'll be using that in the going forward, the pre-tear. Right, Benjamin Bunny. We always have a little spin of these to check that the Queen is facing the right way. If you spin her like that, and then she ends up that way, you've got one where the die is rotated as it was stamping it, or probably loaded incorrectly into the machine. So there's a few of them that you can find. And it's got a fair bit of value to it, 20 to 40 pounds maybe, depending on the condition. I'm a little bit out of date, haven't found one for ages, so I haven't had the need to look to see what they do go for. But it's certainly interesting, certainly an oddity, certainly definitely an error. Shouldn't be. The queen should be the correct way up. So worth looking, because you have a valuable coin there for a coin that has no value other than the 50p, and never will, in my humble opinion, because it's the highest minted commemorative. 25 million minted of them Benjamin Bunnies, so I can't ever see that going above the face value of 50p. Right, we've got a Brexit here. And we've got a Sherlock Holmes. Quite a cool coin, that one. Both just 50p as well. I might have said this before, I'm surprised the Sherlock Holmes doesn't have a little bit of value attached. It is highly minted at 8 million, almost 9 million. But Sherlock Holmes is quite a popular character. A few TV shows as well, in more modern times, as well as, of course, the book itself. But it does just stay at 50p. I thought that looked a bit different. So that's a nice find. That's the EEC Stars. It's a keeper for me. 5 million mintage, made in 1998. Oh, she's got a bit of a mark on her face there, the Queen. Maybe I might not keep that. I think maybe it's only about £1. But it's a 5 million mintage. As it gets more scarce as time goes on, some will be taken out of circulation, some will be, you know, for the collectors, or taken out of circulation because they become damaged. I might just get lost behind the sofa. So I'll have to decide whether I keep that or not. I don't need it for the book. Somebody made a jangle noise there, so I'd imagine there'll be a 2019 shield in here. Yep, but they seem to be a little bit, make a little bit of a slightly different noise. 2018, is it a Paddington? Is it a representation of the People Act? Is it something big in terms of Beatrix Potter? It's a People Act. 9 million minted, highly minted, not desirable, 50p. Of course it's desirable if you're trying to find one of every 50p design. It's desirable then, but then after that, it isn't. So nice to be able to open so many bags myself. I always feel a lot calmer as well, I think, without Paddington. There's Paddington at the tower. So we've got 2 out of the 4 Paddingtons. I think without Lady M, I think I show off less. I'm a little bit calmer, don't get quite as hyper. Although I will if I turn over a Kew Gardens, or, well, in fact, I'd rather have rather than a Kew Gardens, I'd rather have one of the Olympics that I need. But yeah, I always feel that when I'm on camera with Lady M, I'm ultimately just trying to show off to her, really. Just try and impress her. There's Paddington at the tower again. Trying to make a laugh. Jeremy Toad Boy. So we've got 3 out of the 4 2017 Potters. Yeah, sometimes I make a laugh. Sometimes I annoy the life out of her. Sometimes she's just got a cob on. And no matter what I do, she's not there. And sometimes, well, she laughs at the silliest of things. She's a good egg, as Lady M. She does like silliness. And she probably does deserve a medal for putting up with this bear. That's for sure. Although I try and treat her right, you know what I mean? I try and do my best. But yeah, I am also pretty annoying, or can be. Right, is this another Potter? It is. It's the Tale of Peter Rabbit. So that's the second height. You know, I'm gonna put Benji down there. So there's all 4. All 4 of the 2017 Potters. found. It'd be nice to complete the Paddington set as well. Little bit of silly. Oh, that'll do. That'll do, won't it? That's nice. We've got a lovely cycle in there. I'll come back to that in a minute. Just made me jump a little bit there. Just kind of got the blood pumping. Just a bit like, ooh, look at that. Look at that. An Olympic coin. Let's have take a little bit of time to admire it. So it's not one of the Olympics I need, but it's always nice to find an Olympic. There's 29 different designs. All came out in 2011. Well, the circulated version as well. There was a 2009 version of the athletics. Well, there's the cyclist going around the... Is it the Velodrome? It's not in bad condition, that cycling, compared, because it's quite hard to find them in nice condition because of the grooves on it of the Pringle track. So muck and grubbiness can get in there. Obviously, they've been in circulation now, what, 14 years? So they've seen some sights, so they've been round the block a bit. There's another representation of the People Act. So yeah, it's not bad condition considering where it may have been or the sites it might have seen. I can't remember the mintage for cycling. Somewhere round about the 2 million mark. So certainly scarce, aren't all the Olympics are scarce. Even the highest minted Olympic, the archery, at 3 million. It doesn't turn up very often. They are my favourite 50p's. Certainly my favourite. I think the Isaac Newton as an absolute, as a one-off, as a standout on its own is a beauty. But collectively, there's a Christopher Einstein. Collectively, the beauty of the Olympics and the fact there's so many. I'd love it if they brought a big set out again, a big 50p set into circulation. Is there any big events coming up in the UK that could warrant a set of maybe 5 or more, 5 to 10? I mean, I mean, 29 would be the dream. 29 different designs. Flippin' heck. So what could that be? That would. I mean, 5, I suppose, is, you know, we've had literary characters, and Beatrix Potter and obviously the Paddington, 4 of them. I suppose there could be more Paddingtons brought out, but to get them all in the same year would be spectacular. There's another Tale of Peter Rabbit. So what could it be? 10 different designs, all variation of the same theme, commemorating the same thing. Oh, come on. Is this a Kew Gardens? I think I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that right till the end. I'm just going to tease that and see whether that's because it's got the same Queen side as a Kew Gardens. Also a Commonwealth Games and a WWF. Oh, in fact, there's 2. 2 in the same bag. So we're going to get 2 Kew Gardens in the same bag. I'll just put them there. We'll see where we go. You imagine what would be the odds of that? 210,000 minted the circulation and finding 2 in the same bag. I'm pretty certain there will be Commonwealth Games. But you never know. Dare to dream. Dare to dream, ladies and gentlemen. Right, what was I saying? A set. 10 coins. I'm not particularly up with... I mean, I like history and historical events. Not particularly up with what's like anniversaries are coming up. So there's a 70th Platinum Jubilee. It's in quite nice condition, that one. I think I'll keep that one. Should have kept some more. I'll put it in the plum, in the Triple Crown section at the top there. Vehicles, maybe. That could be something. Is it something to do with the vehicles that are coming up? You could have 10 different designs of vehicles. Could be spelling out something like the Victory set in the Isle of Man. They brought out 7 coins spelling out the word victory for when the Allies won the Second World War. That'd be cool. There's another Paddington, another Tale of Peter Rabbit. It would be mad. If there is a Kew Gardens, it'd be mad to think. I've already found a Kew Gardens. It'd be mad to think I found 2 Kew Gardens in a book where I hadn't found football, wrestling, Oh, what was the other one? Hockey? No. I can't even remember what the other one was. It was on the same page as football, just after football, so it must be a... Is it handball, football, H, E, E, F, G, goalball? It was in and around that page. I'll have to look, I can't remember. There's another Pride. There's this bag and one bag left. So if I haven't mentioned it already, please do subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. If you want to go the extra mile to become a channel member, then please do. 99p a month. You get access to our live stream, me and Lady M. We do a little prize once a month as well. You can get special emojis when you leave it a comment and get a little logo next to your name. It basically says you're part of the gang. And of course it helps support the channel as well. We're very grateful for all our channel members, past and present. Right, so before I turn over them 2 cue guards, let me just refresh myself on what I needed. Yeah, it was goalball, yeah, football, goalball and wrestling. So imagine finding 3 Kew Gardens and and none of them 3, right? Well, this is Commonwealth Games, I can tell by the other side. Yeah, I can tell by the feel. So put that there, let's have a little list. Can I feel a pagoda? Can I feel a pagoda? No, I can't. Doesn't feel like a load of animals either. It's another Commonwealth Games. It is. Damn. Damn. Should I use that as the... Do I use that as a little bit of a tease for the thumbnail? Could that be it? 2 Kew Gardens in the same bag? Question mark. We'll see. You guys will already know because the thumbnail. I'm speaking to you from the past. You guys will already know because the thumbnail was on the video. Let me know in the comments. Did the thumbnail make you watch it? Interesting, right? That's the plum find. That's the star of the show. Cycling from 2011. Right. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode.